What up, my people? This is your guy, the filthy animal, filthy topics where we talk our trash, and one man's trash is another man's treasure. We lit, we live, we ready on the late night. I would like to discuss body odors, people, body odors. Everybody has them. Everybody has their own distinct smell to them. You may not smell it, but you do. What up, Miss Becky? Miss Becky, all the way from across the bloody pond. I fell asleep earlier, and I wanted to come on a little earlier and do this little segment here, but that ain't worked too well for me. I sat down, and that's the last thing I remember until I opened my eyes again. And that is what happened. But I would like to discuss body odors. Body odors. And what brings me to this topic is, all right, as long as I don't expose who he is, he doesn't mind. But what happened is, I have a friend who just came home out of jail. Okay, I have a buddy of mine who just came out of jail. And this is my good buddy, so we have pretty good conversations. And he confides in me, and he comes to me for advice and things like that at times, right? I would tell someone they smell. I really would, Miss Becky. Depends the situation and how things go. And you can always tell somebody about themselves is how you tell them about themselves. You know what I'm saying? But what happened with him was, okay, he just came out of jail. We was having a talk. And he said, man, I gotta be real with you, man. This bitch pussy stink. Shorty, I'm fucking with whoopty whoop. And I'm like, yo, was she dirty or something? He's like, nah, she clean. So I'm like, what you mean she stink? I said, but wait a minute. Did she smell like this before you went to jail? Or she smelled clean before you went to jail, and now you came home and she got some new stench to her? He's like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit been smelling funny. I'm like, damn. Damn. Right? Because if it would have smelled different from when you was fucking with her before, then she might either have a new partner or her pH balance is off. Right? But apparently, that's just her smell, and he doesn't find it attractive. It doesn't turn him on. And no, I asked him the same thing. I said, well, it smells fishy? It smells bad? Like, he's like, nah, it has this smell to it that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through similar situation like that, where the person wasn't dirty at all, but her natural smell just wasn't appealing to me. Like, it actually became a turn off in the long run. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through that situation, and honestly, I had to fall back from the person because that shit didn't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the person was a very clean person. But their natural smell just didn't sit well with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. It just didn't sit well with me. But a lot of times, see, like I spoke about this subject before. And believe it or not, what we eat causes our body odor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that we eat causes the smell in our fluids and things like that, in our sweat, in our urine. Like, even if you smoke a lot, or even alcoholics that drink a lot, you can smell the liquor come out their pores. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that smoke like me, I probably sweat motherfucking weed out my motherfucking pores. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So it's like, what we put into our body also, those meats. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you might not smell, but you might not smell good to the next person because of the things you put in your body. And also, I touched this topic with a friend of mine, Yoshi, my homegirl Yoshi, and she taught me something new today. You know what I'm saying? I love people that teach me new things. I just love it. It's a beautiful thing. I really do. And she taught me about something called pheromones. No, I don't know if you guys ever heard of pheromones, but she taught me about something called pheromones. And apart from the things we put in our body, hold on, let me read what you talk about, girl. She put, oh, how strange. Fuck, I hope I don't stink. No one's ever complained to my face. Yo, the funny part is, right? You know what's the funny part? That when I was talking to my boy, right? He said, yo, you know what's crazy? And he started laughing, right? He said, you know what's crazy? When we both in that motherfucker trying to act like we don't smell this shit. Yo, and I've been there. I've been in his position. Like I said, it's not a fishy smell where it's like, bah, yo, this bitch stink. But it's just like, oh, that's not really a great smell. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not bad, but a little tangy. You know what I'm saying? You try to push past that, pick your nose up or something, breathe the other way. You know? But I've definitely been there, man. I've definitely been there. And the niggas like, yo, I'm gonna tell you, we both in that motherfucker trying to act like we both don't smell this shit. I said, bro, maybe she don't smell it. Maybe it's just you. That's a natural smell. To her, it's normal. To her, she smell like Aquafina. You know what I'm saying? To her, she might smell like Aquafina, but to the next person, you're smelling tangy, bitch. You're smelling tangy and cheesy. You're smelling a little cheesy. But my homegirl, Yosh, she put me on to something called pheromones. If you ever heard the word pheromones, I've never heard it until today. And there's a journal that was written in the 1960s. I started watching videos on pheromones and things like that because it made me really interested, because pheromones is an odor or a chemical that's released by mammals and insects. And what pheromones does is pretty much it can work for, well, it affects common behaviors such as courtship, sexual relations, fighting, social communication, and maternal caregiving. So it's like in the wild, if there's a predator, you might release a smell that'll ward that predator off. Or if you see a mate, right? I didn't know that a lot of people, not only are we attracted mostly by the eye, but I didn't know that unknowingly and subconsciously we're attracted by each other's scent, just like animals in the wild. Okay, I really didn't know that. I was big on animal magnetism and things like that, and this all fits into the animal magnetism category. You know what I'm saying? And I also found out that, like, let's say if you're in a relationship and you really love that person, you might think of that person because memory, smell is the strongest sense to your memory. Okay, which I didn't know that also. Which I sort of knew, but she touched on some things that she filled in some blanks that I didn't know. So your memory is, your smell is the number one sense that relates to your memory. So you can smell some shit, right? Or maybe you ate some shit which is related to your sense of taste and smell that tasted nasty. And even if you think about that smell, right, you might remember that smell when even able to throw up without even that thing being around you, or you ate a food, you know what I'm saying? And you think about that food and you're like, bleh. Why? Because the sense of smell is connected to your memory and it's very strong. So also what I didn't know was that even if you're in a relationship, right, you may have been attracted to that person's smell at one point. That even the thought of that person's smell made you feel warm inside, or made you feel good, or made you feel horny. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a what the pheromone is a chemical. Like I said, it can do either. It's just like an animal in the wild. I set off just like a cologne. You know what I'm saying? A good cologne might make your pussy wet. Why? Because a lot of colognes these days have artificial pheromones inside of them. That's why a woman will get crazy over a smell on a man. Like, you smell good, daddy, wooty whoop. Why? Because a lot of these colognes now have artificial pheromones inside of them, which I didn't know that. I learned that today, which was awesome. So a lot of times also, like I said, if you're in a relationship with somebody and that person's smell changes to you, it's because also your attraction is not there, so that same smell is not appealing to you or appeasing to you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that. That was a good lesson I learned today on pheromones. I gotta pronounce that right. So it was very interesting. There's a study on it, and there's a lot more to it. And I can't really break it down all the way, but pretty much that's just the base of it. The base of it. And it sort of makes sense. Because if you weren't liking somebody like that no more, them niggas might even stink to you. You might not even like them the same no more. You know what I'm saying? After you don't feel how you feel, like, nigga stink. Your ass stink. This nigga smell funny. And it's like, not that he smell funny, but now your receptors are recepting his scent different. Now it's a turn off. It's not an attractive scent. But that's just a chemical pheromone that he's releasing. And now your receptors are reacting to it different. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. There's a big study on that. It's pretty dope. It's a pretty dope study. I'm going to continue to watch some more videos on it and try to educate myself more on pheromones. I think it's an interesting subject to learn. But, you know, I've been in that situation before. Now, as far as my homie and his situation, I don't know if that got to do with pheromones because he's saying the bitch don't stink. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is a pheromone problem. I just think this is a natural body odor problem. This is her smell, and he's not attracted to it because sometimes what it is, also, to my understanding, when it comes to pheromones, we might have DNA that clashes. So the DNA will clash, and the chemicals released will be a chemical release that your DNA is not compatible with your partner's DNA. Understand? You following me? So y'all might not be compatible to each other's DNA. You may not know that on a conscious level, but your DNA is very smart, and the body, the physiology of the body is very intelligent. So the body knows without your conscious knowing that me and you don't got good chemistry together. And that's where the word, we have great chemistry. You know what I'm saying? It derives from things like that, from actual chemistry and things that our body releases. You know what I'm saying? Chemicals that our body releases that we're not aware of. So that can be another issue. It may just be that their DNAs are not compatible. So the odor that he gets from her is not attractive to him because his DNA is like, whoa, we're no good together. You know what I'm saying? Even though consciously, it's like, yo, this is my bitch. But the DNA knows we're not compatible. And that's why you don't get an attractive scent. That's why you're not attracted to her scent. Because your DNA just may not be compatible. It's not that she smells, but the pheromone that she's releasing is not compatible with you. You understand? So that can also play a role in why he's not attracted to her smell. And that could be just one tip on the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone has their sense. And I think Latin people smell different from white people. White people smell different from black people. And so on. Asian people have like their own smell. And I think a lot of that contributes on our diets also. You know what I'm saying? Because we eat like the same shit. Make sense? Make sense? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy, Becky? Who's on there? Oh, it's got my guy, Young Reckless. What up, Young Reckless? What's goody, man? I ain't see you there. I ain't see you there, man. You know what I'm saying? But that may all contribute. It may all be, could be, could not be. That may be part of the problem. It may not. You know what I'm saying? But we just wanted to touch and try to find out what's the root of it. And that's why I put this post up today. Because I figured it was an interesting topic. I've been through it personally. It's not a good experience. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good experience. And it really sucks, I guess, for you and the partner you with. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it'd be like that. The natural body, the instinct, the way the body works, you can't deny that. You can't deny the law of nature. You know what I'm saying? The law of nature is going to overpower everything. You know what? Let's put this on the comment real quick. We talking about body odor, people. Being with a partner that they necessarily not dirty, but their scent is not appealing to you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna rock this hour out. What up, Lem? I don't know how to pronounce that. Fit. Let me fit. How you doing? We're here on the late night. We talking, what do you do when you're not attracted to your partner's scent or natural body odor? And we were discussing pheromones. Don't know if you know what pheromones are. But you can go back on the live and check it out. But pretty much that's where we at with it. And like I said, it can be a bunch of things. It may be that the DNA is just not compatible, so her scent is not appealing. Because, you know, think about it, right? Think about it. When you're in a relationship or when you're with a girl you like or a guy that you're with, right? What do girls do? Girls always want to hold your shirt. They want to smell it. They want to hold it, right? If it smells like you, they want to wear it because it smells like you. When they like you, when they're attracted to you, they want to keep your hoodies and things like that. Why? Not because just to keep your hoodie, because it smells like you and it reminds them of you. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they want the memorabilia also. But, or like when you laying up with your girl, you know what I'm saying? Or you laying up with your chick and you cuddling her and you got your nose on her neck and you giving her them little, you know what I'm saying? She's smelling all good. You smelling her hair. You kissing on her. Right? Right? That's because you have that feeling of attraction. And smell is so close to your memory. So that's a big part. And it also is what makes you attracted to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Smell is a huge part of being attracted to somebody. It plays a huge part. Like I said, it's like when you land with your chick and you land with her and you got your nose on her neck and you cuddling and whoopty whoop. What you doing? You smelling her hair smell good. She smell good. You kissing on her neck because she smell good. You know what I'm saying? And then next you know, one thing leads to another. Why? Because she smells good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just like, what up, Karma the baddest? Just like a girl likes to grab your hoodie. They like to wear your hoodie. They like to wear your shirts. They like to do things like that. Why? Because it reminds them a lot of times. And it has your scent on it. You know what I'm saying? It has your scent on it. So smell plays a very big part in the mating game and relationships and the dating game. You know what I'm saying? Shit, how many times have you met somebody and they just ain't smell good to you? And it's not that they smell, but they just ain't smell good to you. Come with the baddest. Listen, man, I discussed a bunch of things. I'll discuss pheromones, which I learned today from my homie Yosh. I didn't know about pheromones. Have y'all heard of pheromones? Well, let me tell y'all a quick breakdown. Pheromones is where mammals and insects release a chemical release, that's why they say, oh, me and you have chemistry together. We have chemistry. Why? Because our chemistry aligned, because our bodies release a chemical called pheromones, which can do one or the other. Either make you attracted or it can throw you off. Just like in the wild when you can say a skunk has a pheromone. Why? Because it's a chemical that it releases, but it's a chemical to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like that. And also what I was saying was sometimes our DNA is not compatible. So you might like this person. You might find her or him attractive. But now when you get to that point and you get to smell that person might not smell, but that person might not smell good to you. And not because they stink, but because your DNA causes your receptors to react different off of that person's pheromones that they're releasing. Makes sense? So now since your DNA is not compatible, your DNA gets a unattractive scent from that person because your DNA is telling you, me and this person is not compatible. We're no good. And you may not understand that, but your DNA is intelligent, and your DNA and the chemicals that person release, just like the chemicals you release, let each other know we're compatible, we're not compatible. Which is very interesting. I need to watch more videos and read a couple more things to fully understand pheromones. I think it was an interesting subject. But yeah, that plays, that can also be a part. And Karma the Baddest, the reason I started this convo was because I have a homie that just came out of jail, and this is my guy. And as long as I don't expose his name, he's fine with it. He's like, yo, you can talk about it. All right. So we were talking in the car, whatever, today, and he's like, yo, bro, there's my guy. Like, he confides in me, and he's like, yo, bro, this bitch stink. And I'm like, what you mean she stink? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean your girl stink? Like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, bro, I just don't know. She's not dirty. Like, she's clean, but there's a certain smell that she got that shit just don't sit right with me. And we both in this motherfucker trying to act like we don't smell this shit. Know what I'm saying? But I don't even think I could fuck with her no more because that smell doesn't sit right with me. And I'm like, but what you mean? But before you went to jail, was she, like, did she have a different smell? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm asking. I'm like, yo, did she have a different smell before you went to jail? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that she's fucking with a new nigga and her pH is different and her smell's different? Because he like, nah, nigga, she was like that before I went in. I ain't gonna hold you. These are his words. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it smelled like that before, but I overlooked it. But now that I'm back and I'm smelling this shit, I don't think I can even fuck with shorty because I don't even feel attracted to shorty. And like I said, I've been in a similar situation where the bitch is not dirty, the bitch is very clean, takes showers 2-3 times a day, but her natural smell just didn't or don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that the person is dirty. It's just their natural scent just wasn't attracted to. Simple as that. Simple as that. And like I said, it could be a couple things. It could be the pheromones. It could play a part in maybe her diet is causing her scent. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. It could be a number of things. You know, it could be the things she eats because, believe it or not, y'all may not believe it, but you could smell the difference in the bitch pussy that eat meat and eat all processed food. Her vagina may have a certain smell to it, not that it's dirty, but because of things she puts into her body. And it's different from the smell of a person who doesn't eat meat and is vegan or just doesn't put meats and things into their bodies that they shouldn't put. Believe it or not, that plays a role, and I'm telling you from actual experience, it really is true. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not that a person stinks, but depending your lifestyle and depending what you do with your body, that shit might not sit right with you. Like if y'all both eating all fucked up, then guess what? Y'all both might have that stench, and it might be so normal to y'all just don't even smell it because it's normal. But now, clean up, and one of y'all clean up, and one of y'all's vegan, and one of y'all's is not, then later down the line, you like, nigga smell different. Smell a little different, man. You know what I'm saying? And that shit plays a part, believe it or not. It may be all the junk food she eating. It may be all the meat that just has her natural smell. Smelling not good. Straight like that. Hold on, let me read this right here. SD Rage said, aha, her pH, what the fuck? I'm too hot for this shit. Just add Valentina. Kisses, you should cultivate a yogurt. Sounds good. I want to cultivate a lot of marijuana. And enter the multi-billion-dollar industry that has formed. That's what I want to cultivate, man. Straight like that. It's legal, though. You know what I'm saying? That's where my mind is at. Yogurt, some infused yogurt might work, though. You know what I'm saying? You dig? That might work. That might just work. Rude boy, what up, rude boy? Woo! I needed all that trash I was talking. All that trash we be talking. But yeah, those were the key points that I pretty much wanted to touch on body odors and pheromones. I think that was interesting to learn about today. Pheromones and the chemicals that we unknowingly release, which causes attraction or to be unattracted to one another. I think it was pretty dope. And so that was the reason why I brought up this topic, because of that conversation with my good friend. And we'll see what happens with him. Me personally, that will fuck a lot of shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because if she smells, like, how can you even be attracted to that? Like, you don't even really want it because you know you're going to have to smell that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit might not even make you horny anymore. That shit might take away your whole fucking Ghana. That shit may want to take away your whole want to even have a relationship with that person. Like I said, just because who wants to smell some shit that isn't pleasant to their senses? You know what I'm saying? No one. And I get it. Everyone has a smell. Everybody has a smell. You, me, the garbage man, the dog, the skunk, the raccoon. Everybody got its own smell, its own scent by nature. By nature. But a lot of us smell because the processed foods we eat and we don't realize we smell, or the cigarettes we smoke, or the weed that we smoke. Because I know if I sweat, it's going to smell like a lot of weed. I know sometimes I'll pee, right? I'll take a piss, and I can smell the weed in my piss. Like, believe it or not. It's just like if you take an antibiotic, right? How many of you guys have taken an antibiotic, and when you pee, your pee is fucking dark yellow, and it smells like the straight antibiotic? Same thing. What's the difference from taking that little antibiotic pill that's causing a strong smell with antibiotics or penicillin to come out your urine? What's the difference from eating 10 chicken nuggets a day? You think you're not going to smell like 10 dead chicken nuggets? You're going to smell like 10 dead chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying? You're going to smell like 10 chicken fucking nuggets. You're going to smell like a dead chicken without knowing it. Why? Because you're putting a dead chicken in your body. Simple as that. Just like that little pill that you're putting in your body, and you pee, and it smells like straight antibiotics. Make sense? So, we got to be aware of the things that we put into our bodies, people. If we, like I said, if y'all both eating fucked up, and y'all both smell like rotten meat, then y'all good. Y'all both smell like roast beef, y'all good to go. Y'all ain't gonna smell it, y'all used to it. What about you, Karma the Baddest? Have you ever been in a situation where a nigga wasn't dirty, but he just ain't smell good to you? Or you was around somebody that they wasn't dirty, but their smell just wasn't appeasing to you? Like, it didn't sit well with you? It's happened to all of us. I've been around people, I'll be like, yo, this person's natural smell doesn't really smell good. And it doesn't have to be a sexual partner or a partner that you have relationships with. You know what I'm saying? It can just be just somebody on the street, somebody on the train. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have a dirty bum smell, but they have a smell that just doesn't sit right with you. You know what I'm saying? Their natural scent. We've all had that. We've all had that. That somebody just came near you, be like, yo, this person don't smell too good. Like, it's not attracting this scent. Like, we've all had that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we've all had that experience. We've all had that experience to be around someone and just their smell just doesn't sit right with you. Or there's people that their smell, their natural smell, is just so appealing and so great that you just want to smell them. It sounds weird. It sounded like some weird shit, but it's so true. It's so true. That's like my daughter. I'll give you an example, right? My daughter used to always come to me and smell me. Always. I don't know why. But not in a bad way. in a loving way. And I just be like, loca, why you always smelling me? Like, you're so weird. She's like, I don't know. I just like smelling you. You smell good. And it's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some people just have a good scent to some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So to her dad smells good. You know? And and she would smell me. And it's crazy because now that I'm thinking about it, it's so funny now that now that I'm just thinking about it. And she would just like come to me like random, like she would randomly come to me and just like smell me, and I'd be like, "Yo, why are you smelling me? Do I smell? Like, why do you do that?" And she'd be like, "No, Dad, I don't know. It's weird. I like to smell you." Oh my loca, my baby, my baby. But you know, it's just some scents that are appeasing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like they bring back a memory and you just want to smell it. You know what I'm saying? Or it's attractive to you. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's what I was saying. Like even when you laying up or when your boyfriend's laying up with you, right? And you know, whether he's behind you or however you on top of him, you know, a nigga's always smelling your neck, kissing your neck. Why niggas kissing your neck? Because you smelling good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the perfume. Because us niggas hate that perfume. We love it from afar. We love that you smell good. But we hate when we smell you and that shit just tastes chemicals, or we go to kiss your neck and we just taste all that perfume. You know what I'm saying? Like we hate that shit. But your natural smell is appeasing to us if it's meant to go that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I was in a relationship and I hugged my chick, she always smelled good to me. And that was that apart from the looks, it would cause the attraction and one thing and lead to another. Why? Because like I said, you'll be hugging her. Your scent will lead to one thing leads to another. You know what I'm saying? Our scent, they say, okay, from what Yoshi was teaching me and what she told me and shit, she's like, our scent is the first attraction before scent. So that's like, you can see me right now and be like, yo, this nigga's mad cute, whoop whoop. Or I can see you and I'm like, yo, shorty's mad pretty, whatever. Whoop. And I can like you. You can appeal to me by vision. But then when we actually get to each other, guess what? Our pheromones might not click. And no matter how appealing you may be to the eye, your pheromones might not cause that same chemistry. It can cause me to be unattracted to you no matter how attracted I am to your looks. You know what I'm saying? Which is why my guy was like, yeah, we try to act like we don't smell it. Why? Because he likes her for other things, but now the attraction is just not there for him. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. So that's a jewel for you fools out there. For you women out there that put perfume for your boyfriends and shit like that, don't put it on your neck. Don't put it on your neck. Because when a nigga kiss your neck and a nigga do all that, nigga don't want to taste the alcohol and the, you know what I'm saying? Nigga don't want to taste that. So I'm gonna give y'all a tip. You know what I'm saying? You put on cologne like a man put on cologne. You know what I'm saying? Put it here, behind the ears, good to go. You know what I'm saying? So like that, you gotta get intimate. Nigga ain't tasting all that perfume shit. Nigga gotta eat the perfume first to enjoy tasting you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or kissing your body up or whatever the case is. You feel me? So that's just a little tip for y'all ladies out here, man. Don't be putting all that cologne all over your goddamn necks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put a little spray on the clothes, a little poo poo behind the edge or something. You know what I'm saying? Good to go. Like, you can tell the difference in a dirty bitch, right? You can tell the stench of a dirty bitch to a stench that ain't dirty but just ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a stench that it ain't dirty, but it has to do with the things they put into their body or whatever. But you have to have an awareness to understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I think now, as I keep learning and being more aware, I'm more aware to these things also. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more aware, which is good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows, the next chick I mess with or whatever, you know, she might have a lifestyle that doesn't sit right with my lifestyle, and it might not work because of things like that. And I'm saying, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Reggie in the Runs bags, where you been at, kid? Yo, Reggie in the Runs, you ever been with a girl that she wasn't dirty, but she ain't smelled too good to you? Like, no era sucia, pero no huele bien. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't dirty, but she ain't smelled good to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pussy had a little odor that ain't smell like bacalao, ain't smell like fish, ain't smell like yeast infection pussy, but it just ain't smell good to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, pussy smell a little stinchy. This pussy smell a little stinchy. It's okay, though. Come here, baby. Nigga be trying to nut before he could breathe, you heard? Yo, nigga, yo, I've been in that situation, kid. Nigga be trying to finish that nut off before he had to breathe again. Nigga hold the breath and pray he nut before he gotta breathe again, you heard? I've been there. Yo, ain't no nigga in this world can act like he ain't been there, bro. Ain't no nigga in this world, bro. Bro, it don't got to do with the shower. That's what I'm saying. Bitch, come out the shower and no, I guess she smells, but it's just a smell that don't sit right with you. It just don't smell too great to you. It's just like, man, she clean, but that shit don't smell. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't smell copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, Vato, my boy just came home and he was confiding in me, and this is how this subject came about. He was telling me about his wifey that he's with, some bitch that he been fucking with. You know what I'm saying? And that he was like, yo, I came home, this bitch pussy stank. Shit don't smell good. I don't even know if I can fuck with her no more. Whoopty whoopty whoop. I tell, a long story short, I tell the nigga like, yo, what she was smelling before. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That bitch was smelling before too. But it's just like her natural smell. Like, the bitch ain't dirty. The bitch showers 2 times a day. She's clean, but that shit just don't smell good to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all been in some situation like that. We all been in some situation where a bitch pussy stink because it stank, though, too. You know what I'm saying? That's the situation. You gotta hold your breath, kid. Hold your breath, nigga. Hold your breath. Yeah, any nigga want to be out there lying? Don't be lying, nigga. Y'all niggas holding your breath, trying to get that nut off before you got to breathe again. Breathe again. Breathe again. Nigga be relieved. Nigga catch the nut, and he be relieved he could breathe. Nigga felt like he was drowning in the water. We out of here. Niggas running away from that shit. Right, yeah, she gotta go, man. I've been in a situation like that where the shorty just wasn't appealing to me. Her smell just wasn't attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that she was dirty or, you know what I'm saying, very clean chick. And it just wasn't attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't an appealing scent. Straight like that. And I had to stop fucking with shorty because it wasn't attractive. It wasn't attractive that I know every time I start busting this shit, just that natural smell was always going to come out. Like, that shit was a turn off. It was crazy, Vato. It was crazy, but come on. I know you done been in some situation like that. Everybody has been in some situation, man, unless you don't get no pussy like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless niggas don't, I ain't saying you, but I'm saying niggas that don't really get no pussy like that, they might take whatever. You know what I'm saying? They take some shit that smell. They just happy to have it. They just happy to be there. Niggas be giving a speech. Niggas be giving a speech and shit. Hold on. Don't go nowhere, Vato. Let me see something real quick, kid. Where's my mic at? Yo, Vato, check this out, kid. It's going down right now, kid. I'll join that.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
Yeah. Yo, Vato.
Niggas that don't get no pussy be giving speeches and shit. Niggas that can't get a chick, when they finally get a chick, they don't care if that shit smell. They don't care if 30 niggas ran through it. They don't care if a nigga just... They don't care if a nigga just bust that shit. They just happy to be there. Niggas be giving speeches like, I just want to say, testing. So my joint, kid, we acting up. Oh, shit. My microphone check.
Yo. There we go, people. There we go, people. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. I just want to say, I'm happy to be here. I just want to thank you. Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's fucked up. Drop the mic, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nah, it works. That's how you fix shit. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican way of fixing shit. You slam it, smack it.
I just want to say, I'm happy to be here. I want to thank you for the opportunity, for giving me this chance. For giving me this chance at this pussy. It's been a long time. This is a rare opportunity for me. It's not something that comes along every day. And I'm very appreciative for this opportunity of this pussy. And I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you and tell you how grateful I am. It doesn't matter if it smells, if it swells. I'll be there. But I just want to thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to Disney World, people.
Yeah. As some niggas that don't get no bums, they be happy as shit. They don't care. They take anything that comes across they motherfucking way. Big, fat, small, chubby, stinky, smelly. Beat the fuck up. They don't care. They just happy to be there. They just happy to be there. Yo, you know, I was having this conversation, man, too, with somebody recently, how when you look at the at the numbers, man, it's not, there's a bunch of people that get bitches and who do, but there's a large majority of men who can't even bag a bitch if their life depended on them. There's a large majority of men who are fiended out for some pussy, or fiended out that wish they could get a girl, and they live very lonely. And there's a lot of men who live through that. There's actually a larger majority. Think about it. There's actually a larger majority of niggas that get no pussy. Believe it or not, there's actually a larger majority of niggas that don't get no pussy. So the majority of niggas that actually bag bitches. Or the alpha males or the dominant males. Or it's not even got to do with dominance either. I think it just has to do with, well, whatever it has to do with, I don't really know. But there's a larger majority of non-pussy getting niggas than there is a majority of niggas getting pussy. That's why the smaller amount of niggas that do get pussy, they get all the pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas that don't get no pussy, they be looking at niggas that get the pussy and be having just random bitches like, yo, how you do that, bro? In their head, they be like, yo, I don't know how this nigga does that, bro. Nigga always got mad bitches. And they ain't got that swag to do that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a larger majority of niggas without that swag. That's why it'd be one nigga with 2 and 3 bitches. But that one other nigga cannot even get one bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's them happy to be here niggas. There's a lot of happy to be here niggas, man. And if you notice, I'm gonna kill it right here. I'm gonna kill it right here. How many bitches on the gram got 1 million thirsty niggas on they shit? That's proof in the pudding right there. A lot of these niggas is getting no pussy ass niggas, and they thirsty and they reaching through the internet hoping they get a bite. Hoping a bitch bite the bait. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. That's another subject too. How many niggas get, you know, on the ratio, how many niggas are able to be a ladies' man as opposed to niggas that can't even get one lady. You know what I'm saying? If you take a group of 10 niggas, right? 6 of them niggas don't really get no pussy. Or 6 of them niggas don't really bag no bitches like that. You know what I'm saying? But the other 4, they moving and grooving like they move effortlessly. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of niggas is sharks when the sharks ain't around. Feel me? But you know, that's our segment today. For today, body odors. Body odors. I wanted to come on earlier so we can have more interaction. It's an interesting topic. I would have loved more feedback, but unfortunately, I sort of KO'd. I had a long day. I sat down. It was over till I opened my eyes. But I appreciate you guys that checked in, and you guys who watching your own time. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys push the page for me. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, all that blah blah. Go on my YouTube. You know, we back like we never left. We pushing harder than ever. Pushing harder than ever. We worldwide. We #1. I promise you. I promise you soon to be. Never gonna stop. And I appreciate everybody who tuned in or just popped in and popped out. If you didn't watch this episode, make sure you go back and watch. It's pretty interesting. And we touched some good topics. So till tomorrow, my people, you already know who it is. It is I, your guy, the filthy animal with filthy topics, where we talk our trash. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Peace.